thank you for being our Sagittarius this season, bringing the optimistic, adventurous energy.
Yes.
So much fun. Let's start with some OG Reba relationship dynamics. What was really going on over there?
Yeah. So first off, love the energy that I had over there because we would meditate in the mornings. We would do Tai Chi. So those are some of the things that you didn't see us bonding on and connecting on. I mean, it was kumbaya, and I just brought that energy to him. It was definitely one of the most amazing times of my life. But yeah, there were some connections. Like I had a connection with Julie. She was Mama J. I called her, and that was a really cool dynamic. Just getting a chance to talk with her and sit down with her. But yeah, I think Reba just had an easy out on me and to paint me as a target because I'm sneaking around and looking for idols and listening into conversations. So it was definitely a great start for sure.
Did you realize that Drew, Austin, Dee, and Julie had a little foursome going on?
I did, but it took me a little while. I had suspicion for it. It does seem like I'm aloof to it, but I definitely had great suspicion. Really one of the reasons was when Jay came to me and we chatted, and I was like, "Well, why is she coming to me? Maybe
Mhm.
there's connection over there, and she's just trying to keep an eye on me and figure me out a little bit more." So I was definitely suspicious of that.
Well, Jay mentioned when she did try to get something going with you that you didn't seem very interested. Were you not really wanting to work with her?
I was totally interested because we're freaking rock stars, okay? Me and her are musicians. I love her. She's got great music. But it just was one or two things that maybe were said that twisted it for me. And it was more of like I felt that energetic connection was off because I was like, I don't think I can trust everything she says at the moment. So it definitely would have worked if I didn't sense that stuff.
Hmm. So at this Sean vote out tribal, you get one vote. It seems to really kind of shake you. What was your mindset?
Yeah, it was an eye opener. I had a minor suspicion my name might pop up for sure. I definitely watching back, it was more so, but yeah, I took the time to ask Sean. I said, "Who voted for Sifu?" Because to me, that clears up a line for me because I liked Mama J. Me and her were cool, so I was like, "Oh, D or J,
Mhm.
D or." My mind was going crazy with that. So I definitely enjoyed watching it back as a fan, but not being there, seeing my name. That was not fun.
So how did you feel when you found out it was really D?
Yeah, so that's what's interesting is I knew that it was either D or J. There was no one was more than the other. It had to be equal left to right.
Mm.
So I knew the whole time it couldn't have been Mama J. So I just had that suspicion. I just didn't go further with that. So
Mm. Okay, because you were pushing for Jay to go. So it
right.
seemed like you were all in on it. She was the
Yeah.
vote. Okay, so but you were still kind of considering D as an
Oh,
option.
100%. Yeah, and Mama J she did a great job of being on D's team and defer and kind of deluding me to,
Mhm.
oh, D, we can get that out later. Let's focus on J. But still, I'm like, all right, well, you rooting for her is another thing to tell me that she may have been the number one person to do it.
Mm.
So it definitely was. Again, this game is wild, man, and it definitely teaches you a lot about balance. So
When you saw this twist that divides you up into these random groups and you're looking around at your new group, how did you feel about your position?
terrible. And I only felt terrible because I'm like, man, this is a bunch of new people I just met maybe a day or two ago, and yes, we've gotten a chance to talk a little bit, but it wasn't like the Reba where I was with them for X amount of days, and I knew them a lot better. So I was like, I'm definitely on the outs, and I've been fighting from the outs for the whole time. So it was something. You could even probably see an energetic difference in me because I'm like, whoa, this feels off. Like this, I'm just dreading this right now, but I'm fighting. I went to talk to everybody. I went to really put Bruce's name in everybody's mouth, but at the end of the day, it didn't work out.
Yeah, you did. It did seem like you kind of felt it.
Mm.
And so the rumor I'm hearing is that you didn't have your bag of tricks.
Rumor, yeah, the rumor is true.
Because
I didn't.
you, I mean, it wasn't a real idol, but you did have a fake idol. Would you
Yeah.
have messed with people?
Oh, I would have razzle dazzled them up. I would have been dangling that idol everywhere, man. Hey, this earpiece, it would have been crazy, right? It would have been wild because I think it would have really changed the perception. Like, oh, now we really can't get Sifu, so now we got to go Drew, Emily. Like, we have to go somewhere else. And I think that was one mistake that really changed everything for me. So in that vote, anyways.
So you left your bag back like most people do, not realizing you're going to go to a new camp. So your shot in the dark, I'm assuming, is in there. So
Right.
you did your work to try to move the target, but going into tribal without any other options, did you just feel like that was it?
I did. There is something that I haven't said to anyone I know. Funny. Oh, here's the tea. I I had another fake idol in my pants, and yeah, right. And it was not well crafted, and
Mm,
so I was like, I'm not gonna pull this thing out because it's probably gonna fall apart as soon as I take it out of my pocket. And so that was one thing that, again, you're thinking about what can happen, what will happen if I pull this thing out and all the beads fall off. Well, sorry guys, it's a new idol. Jeff just put this in the game, but yeah, I don't know. I think that my fate was completely just, written in those stones or the wall or whatever when I walked in there, and I did everything I could. But again, this game, twists and turns will get you.
absolutely. You must have had a lot of arts and crafts time out there making
Thank,
multiple idols.
thank God for my fifth grade arts class. Yeah.
Well, what was a highlight of this experience for you?
For sure. The highlight of this experience was just being able to be authentically and raw like myself. Like I didn't change for anything. I love having a good time. I was a big kid in a jungle, just enjoying every aspect of that. I got to make fire on the first day, which was amazing. It took me 8 hours, but but yeah, it was a transformative, 100%. I would do it. I would do it again.
It was so lovely to watch you. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much.